Hi, everyone. I'm Steve. I'm here with the Gut Girl, Nicole. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're going to talk about when is the best time to eat. So many people do intermittent fasting, they have a eating window and so on. And some people skip breakfast. And this is a question I get asked a lot. And people have different opinions. Now, you're a holistic nutritionist, you have a lot of clients. And so, and again, everyone's different. So that's the first thing that I would say.
Mhm.
Everyone's different. I mean, this is not, one thing fits everybody. So, but there are a lot of opinions on, you should never skip breakfast. People say, oh, it's good to skip breakfast, or don't eat too late at night. And I know you're going to fall into that category, not eating too late at night.
But yeah,
So, if you guys like information like this, please subscribe to the channel. Interviews with personal trainers, nutritionists, doctors. So, anyway, Nicole, um, first let's talk about now. You probably have clients that are all different, right? I mean,
all
so
over the
you'll
place.
have them eat differently at different times and different things. So, first, tell us a little bit about that, and then I kind of want to hear about what you use for your strategy.
So everybody who walks through my door is different. They're either fasting, um, a lot of clients come in and they don't eat breakfast. They're so everybody comes in differently, and I pretty much restructure them based on their symptoms and what they're going through. And also, I really restructure people in their fasting world if they're a cycling woman who has hormone problems. I take them off fasting immediately because that can be an extra stressor that's causing the hormones to go down. So, and that's a big controversy, and people have very wild opinions about that. Um, Sometimes I'll have women fast closer to their hormone cycle, even if they don't have hormone issues, because that's the best time to cycle, or I mean, to fast. Um, I believe in 3 meals a day, no snacking. That is the best for when somebody has a digestional issue, bowel issues. If they're trying to lose weight, it should be 3 meals a day. And of course, the biggest meal should be morning, lunch should be a little smaller, and dinner should be a lot smaller. And I never, ever eat past 7 p.m. So I think that this eating 6 meals a day is for very specific people. I think that's for people who work out a ton and who are goal oriented in muscle building. And I also think that there is, when you don't have a stomach that empties properly, that's when you eat smaller meals during the day.
Very interesting. So, 3 meals a day, and when uh, what's the eating window? You said not past 7. Do you nothing until 10? When is breakfast? And I know
So,
we're generalizing right now.
right, absolutely, because everybody's different. But I have a rule of thumb. I do not have my coffee until 90 minutes after I wake, because that rides with the cortisol patterns in our body that your cortisol should be. So I have that caffeine to work with my cortisol. And then I have a meal. So it's about 90 minutes after I wake to have my morning breakfast.
Okay, so that might be 8 o'clock. For
Yep.
some people, it might be 10 o'clock if someone's sleeping in, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And then the smaller meal, I also don't eat past 5 or 6. Um, so who would you? Okay, so there's an eating window there of maybe between 9 and 6.
Sure.
So who would you recommend have a shorter eating window, or maybe eating 2 meals? I'm sure you have some clients like that.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. So when someone strictly comes to me for weight loss and they do not have digestional issues that we have to worry about, There's a good place for fasting, 2 meals a day, OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. If someone does much better with 1 meal a day because they eat in an abundance and they feel better that way, then we have to look at putting that in because that works with their body. Now, if somebody comes to me and they're like, I've been eating 2 meals a day, haven't lost any weight, I have constipation issues, but I don't want to stop eating 2 meals a day. That doesn't make any sense to me because it's not working for them. You might think you feel better that way, but that has to be readjusted because it's not working for you.
What about people who have insulin sensitivity, or would you have them eat less, fewer meals?
So that's when they really fall into the 3 meals a day. Um,
Really?
yeah, absolutely, because your body has got to rest and digest. If you're a grazer and you have insulin issues, or you're a diet, obviously a diabetic, you should not be eating more than 3 meals a day. Your body has
Well,
got
could you
to.
eat less, like two or one?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Sometimes I put them on a two because they aren't fond of eating breakfast. I think you need to start your day with nutrients. I don't think you have to start your day with a crappy breakfast that is full of sugar.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know what? What a wise comment.
because you're constantly going to be chasing the glucose spike all day long.
Yeah, you just said, bad food. We just need to get all I mean, that'd be the first thing. I don't care if you eat 10 times a day. If you first get all the processed foods, seed oils, and all that out of your diet.
Absolutely.
And, I have people all the time attacking me. What I got called some conspiracy theorist moron because I said seed oils are not healthy.
Oh, I
There's
love
another
you.
stupid, you know, conspiracy theorist moron saying that, you know, I'm like going, I can't believe how many people are brainwashed to think that seed oils are not harmful.
Yeah, I got called a pseudoscience idiot on mine for that topic. And I just think maybe you need to go do your own research instead of just name calling.
Yeah, it's like all they got to do is go see how it's kind of a rabbit trail here, but all you got to do is go watch some videos on how they make this stuff. And
Exactly.
well, peanut oil is good. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah. It's crazy. It sounds like it's healthy.
Just because well, and here's a perfect example, and we're gonna get off on a tangent here, but natural flavors. Everyone thinks that's, oh, it's natural. No, they've taken something natural and completely annihilated it to be able to say it's natural flavoring.
Yeah, you and I have done videos on this before. Natural wood is natural.
Right.
Um, Metal is natural. Rocks are natural. So does that mean we're going to go eat rocks? They're natural, 100% natural.
Yeah,
I'm not going to eat
it'll be
rocks.
your gut.
But that's very interesting. So, um, so the meals are not super duper early, for sure, if you're not eating anything till 90 minutes after you wake up, and they're certainly not late.
Right.
And I know you probably don't eat at 7 o'clock very often. You're before that. That's like
Yeah.
that's like the rule.
Like,
If you're going to splurge or go out to dinner or something, then you
yes,
might finish your meal by 7, right?
we're more like 5 o'clock. And
Yeah.
and the other thing is, one of the tricks that you want to see is waking up, and if you are immediately starving, you probably have an insulin resistant issue. If you can't wait that 90 minutes, that's a good indication to me that you have insulin resistance.
Yeah. Because your body's, it's
Jonesing.
the insulin's not working and making the right signals.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's a good, that's a good tip right there.
Yeah.
So Nicole, we know you'll give $100 off to anyone who mentions this video.
Absolutely.
How do they get a hold of you if they want to check you out on social media? I know you do a lot of stuff on social media. How do they follow you on social media, and how do they get a hold of you?
You can get me on any social media platform at the Gut Girl NV, and you can reach me by email at thegutgirl1@gmail.com, and that's the number one.
Okay. Nicole, as always, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.